are now tuned in to my main man Dubs. If you want that garbage, go somewhere else. If you want that music that matters, he came to the right spot.
What up, kid?
Hey Dub, talk to him.
This is not for the weak-hearted. Ever since the beat started, the flow switched up from...
What I can tell you, the difference between Dillian Whyte and someone like Ryan Martin is Dillian Whyte's case has been dealt with. Maybe not in its entirety, because maybe they want to write a synopsis or a report, but we've had the hearing, and he was fully cleared. Obviously with Ryan and other people, that's taken a year to process. I mean, the whole thing is bizarre, and you know, I'm saying to Dillian, any update? And they're saying, look, we're waiting on UCAD, our lawyers are talking to him. I'm very confident that he's fully cleared of everything, because he wouldn't have been cleared at the hearing otherwise.
When you say fully cleared, just to clarify, he was obviously cleared to fight and allowed to proceed with the fight, but was he fully cleared of any wrongdoing? I think that's what people really want to know.
I think that if you're not fully cleared of any wrongdoing, you wouldn't be allowed to fight. Like, they're not, you know, they would never let you fight in a fight where they felt like you were taking performance enhancing drugs, or you had something in your system that was performance enhancing. So they've got to deal with that. But you know, someone tweeted me this morning and says, when's Dillian Whyte's ban up? I said, he ain't on a ban. I said, if he was, do you think he'd be allowed to fight by the British Boxing Board of Control? No. Any banned fighter is immediately suspended by the British Boxing Board of Control in the UK. And the British Boxing Board of Control wouldn't let Dillian Whyte box in Saudi if he was suspended. He's not suspended, he's cleared of all suspensions. So, but it's equally as frustrating because you know, there's still a cloud where people are asking questions. And that's why we're calling for UK. And maybe a journo said to me yesterday, is this a move by you to get on the front foot and say, come on UCAD, do something? I said, no, but it's quite a good move. So I'm saying, yeah, we're fighting. So, you want to say something now, or, you know? So, he's got to continue his career. You know, you can't, if you've had a hearing and you're cleared to fight and you're not suspended by anybody, the British Boxing Board of Control, no one, what are you going to do? Sit and wait and just say, yeah, I'm just going to wait for these people. Could be a year, could be whatever. But I don't understand why these people take so long, personally.
I was just letting you guys listen to part of an interview, damn near all of it, actually, because it's only 3 minutes long. And this was Eddie Hearn saying that, of course, he was cleared to fight in the Oscar Rivas fight on July 20th. And like he informed the BBBFC, the British Boxing Control, or British Boxing Control, right? They cleared him to fight. And he passed the hearing. They allowed him to fight. And the problem was with UCAD. And the problem still is with UCAD, okay? The problem isn't with VADA. It never was with VADA. It surely wasn't with the British Boxing, the British Boxing, the BBBFC. How about that? It wasn't with them, but they were the ones that allowed Dillian Whyte to fight, not UCAD, okay? So the British Boxing Control, they allowed Dillian Whyte to fight. Now, when I hear that, and I hear they were allowed to fight, it was a go, it was a green light, like this shirt I got on, okay? It's hard to be pissed at Hearn now that, okay, morally, sure, you could be like, yeah, you should have told Team Rivas that you guys have had a hearing. And what the hell was the hearing about? Yeah, that should have been addressed, but then what would it have helped that fight? Would that fight, see, if they would have informed Team Rivas that UCAD, a local drug agency, found some adverse finding or whatnot, and then they're having a hearing to clear that up as we speak. Yeah, they would have been in the loop, but what of them being in the loop would have helped that fight progress? Because how I see it, if I'm Team Rivas and I hear, oh shit, UCAD found what? What was it that they found? What was it? Because if that's the case, I don't want my fighter going in there with him, because this is some shady shit. You know what I mean? So I can understand why they kept it under wraps. Not saying that it was a good idea. It was probably smart for them, but I don't know how morally good it was because it wasn't. But it was smart because they didn't want Team Rivas to know that, hey, we got a situation over here that we're handling with these people that we have a problem with, supposedly. The British Boxing Control cleared him to fight, so he fought on July 20th. It was some bullshit because if it's like this, you can't get mad at Dillian Whyte for being allowed by an organization to get the green light to fight. You need to blame the people that gave him the green light, that gave him that privilege. Okay? They are the ones that did it. So UCAD found out or had some type of finding, right? Where the BBB already cleared him to fight before that fight. Team Rivas didn't know about this at all, right? He fought Rivas. He beat Rivas on points, okay? Just outshone Rivas. And after that, maybe, 2 or 3 days, a week maybe, then someone from UCAD leaked it outward. That's how everybody knew. And everyone found out about it, then that's when Team Rivas knew, VADA knew, and of course VADA knew, the WBC knew. So everybody knew. So someone from UCAD leaked that. And whoever that someone was either needs to be sued or fired. Why? Because that's confidential. If the British Boxing Control already had made a statement, why is it necessary for that particular person that leaked it to leak it anyway? Okay, so all of it stink to high heaven because it was all, if someone leaked it, they leaked it for a reason. They leaked it to cause some type of chaos and an obstacle for Dillian Whyte in particularly. You know what I'm saying? Because these are one of them situations where, hey, we found this out. Okay, we're looking at this. All right, no, VADA, he passed the VADA test. You know what? We're going to clear him to fight because you guys can't get your shit together because they still haven't. He was never on a band. This isn't a Jarrell Miller situation, people. This has nothing to do with Jarrell Miller. Okay, because if this was a Jarrell Miller fight, he wouldn't have fought. Like Eddie Hearn just said, if they found something that was a performance-enhancing drug, he would not have been allowed to fight. The British Boxing Control would have saw that and said, oh no, hell no. You have this in your system, therefore you are on automatic suspension. That O2 event is canceled. Notify Team Rivas. Right? And that's how it would have been, but it didn't go that way. Okay, so the problem is someone leaked information that they did not supposed to leak, and that was from UCAD. And since it was from UCAD, now they can't get their story straight. Now that's taking them so damn long, and then you got to question, why is it taking them so long, people? You know what I mean? Like, what is really going on with that situation? Because the British Boxing Control, now they're probably catching heat because they allowed Dillian Whyte to fight. The UCAD, they don't have the B sample that they supposed to had a long time ago, which is stupid. Look how long it took, or how quick it took Jarrell Big Baby Miller to get his B sample back. And then another fucking sample after that. Look how, that was in a short time. I was out of the country at that time. It was within like hours, I think maybe a day, maybe 24-hour period. Boom, they had that B sample right there. And not only if it wasn't that GWH 1516, he had human growth hormone, and then he had some other shit in his system. So yes, they found that out quickly. Now, I know that's a different organization, but that's no excuse, because if they can find, if that particular organization, which was VADA, found out about Jarrell Miller that quickly, why can't UCAD get their shit off the ground? Okay, that's something you ask yourself. So, like Eddie Hearn explained, that it's an 80% chance they'll know by today if Dillian Whyte will be on that undercard. And if he is on that undercard, I think that, that would make that undercard or that fight overall more intriguing. That night of boxing will be more intriguing where you have one of Britain's best fighters that is on the same card. And it should be somewhat of a pride swallower for Dillian Whyte, because he does need to fight. He can't sit around and wait for UCAD, and like Hearn said, he can't sit around for that. And then they're going to ban him for something that they're not prepared for. That's what his lawyers is for. While his lawyers is settling it, and handling that for him, he should be fighting and training like he's been doing. I hope. We've seen some clips here and there, but how frequently has he been in the gym? We don't know. But anyway, that's just me counterpunching this video. I'll leave the link below. Let you guys check it out. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.